All right, guys, welcome back to the vent. This episode gonna be talking about Chris Jericho, like the other episode. Not really sure what number this is, but I'm gonna talk about Chris Jericho again. Uh, on May 20th, 2019, Chris Jericho said, "Awesome to see Brock Lesnar win the Money in the Bank match, even though he wasn't officially entered. Brock is the future of the biz, and this perfect example of business of genius booking shows why WWE remain on top forever. Go Brock, go." Now, I just want to fast forward a little bit, guys, to the casino ladder match recently on AEW's Double or Nothing. One of the one of the contestants is Colt Cabana, which is 40 years old. Another one of the contestants is Frankie Kazarian, who is also 40 years old. Another one of the contestants is Darby Allin, who is 27 years old. Another one of the contestants is Scorpio Sky, who's 37 years old. Another one of the contestants is Kip Sabian, who is 28 years old. Another one of the contestants is George Janela, who's 30 years old. And see if I got this right. Yes, the last contestant, which was the mystery contestant, is Brian Cage, who's 36 years old. So, and Brian, for you guys who don't know, Brian Cage is the one who won the casino ladder match, which is basically the same rules as the Money in the Bank. You get a shot at, well, their one title. Um, so I just don't understand why he didn't tweet about this happening. If only two people in the casino ladder match are in their 20s, they have bad odds of winning. So why he didn't tweet about the? Oh, and I forgot. My bad, guys. That's my fault. Luchasaurus, who's 35 years old. Last guy, I forgot. So I don't understand why he didn't tweet about Brian Cage winning, and he's 36 years old, and not the two 20-year-olds who shouldn't have won, or Joey Janela who's 30. If the future of the business is all, I just don't understand why he didn't say that. And I mean, I guess I know why, because it's a double standard, and it's cool. I mean, if Brock can win a championship at 42, it's only right for Chris Jericho to win a championship at 50, right? That only makes sense, right? Going by his tweet. Chris Jericho is 50, and he won the championship. But Brock can't win the Money in the Bank at 42, but you can win the championship at 50. And you're least credible than Brock Lesnar ever was. I don't understand this double standard. This Listen, I know Brock basically took no damage in the match and won. But if you're gonna say something about one company, you should say something about your own company. You also shouldn't be, if you're trying to push young talent, you also shouldn't be probably in the main event. Honestly, you want to bring up that. And you're not really pushing young talent at all. Cody Rhodes is about 35 too. John Moxley's about, let's see how old he is. 34, 35 too. 34, 35. So how much young talent are you really pushing? Probably the youngest champion you have is your women's, which nobody gives a fuck about. So your youngest champion is the women's, which nobody gives a fuck about. But you complain about Brock Lesnar, which is weird. But not about Brian Cage. Christian, you got anything to say about this? Forgot to tell you guys Christian was here.
Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah,
Is
I'm
your
just gonna
input?
keep letting you. I'm just gonna keep
Is
letting you
your
roll, man.
is your okay? This is why Chris Jericho is a fucking hypocrite. Honestly, it's why this guy is fucking ruining his legacy, trying to keep up with the fucking young kids and wear his fucking pants to his knees and the fuck trying to be fucking hip hop and all this bullshit, trying to be up with the kids, and now he ruined his fucking legacy. Shitting on WWE. I'm sure it's a lot of times when you became champion, when you was in your 40s, but now you're in your 50s, and you become champion of the fucking world in another company. It's okay. You didn't tweet about that. You didn't tweet about you becoming champion at all. You didn't. No, you didn't tweet about that. You didn't tweet about those couple squash matches you had against up and coming talent, basically jobbers. You didn't tweet about that either. Where's all the tweets going, guy? I mean, you should tweet about this every time something happens like this in every company. But no, for some reason, you only tweet about this in WWE, which is weird. Wasn't wasn't actually I think yeah, New Japan's last champion was 50, the same age as you. But you never tweeted about that, which is weird. But you tweet about Brock winning a briefcase, but not about you winning a championship. When you're clearly out of shape and Brock's not, clearly losing your hair and Brock's not, and the only thing you brung to wrestling so far is a shitty elbow since you left WWE. A shitty elbow. And people think you're Kenny Omega and you're, you versus Kenny Omega is the best storyline ever when all you did was show up and hit him on the back of the head. That is not a story. If you want to think you're the best wrestler, at how old are you? Like 45 at that time? No, man. Let it go. Nobody at 45 it's rare at 45 that you're good at sports. And you wasn't the best wrestler. You probably have never been the best wrestler ever. You probably have never been the best wrestler. So you trying to go to a different company to prove that it's fucking stupid as shit. You shitting on Brock when you do the same thing in another company. It's fucking stupid as shit. Brock Lesnar was fucking UFC champion. What have you done? You fuck? You ungrateful fucking you ungrateful fuck, man. You did not bitch about none. You not bitch about nothing that the AEW do, but everything WWE do, you bitch about, and you pit people on your podcast that just left WWE to talk shit about WWE, like they never did it, like they just fucking all they did was just shit on you. All they did was shit on you. I guess they shit on you against The Rock. I guess they shit on you against when you went against The Rock or Shawn Michaels or Edge or CM Punk. They shit on you too. Oh, they shit on you there. Kevin Owens, they shit on you. They shit on you there too. Oh man. I mean, all the times you won the IC title, shit on you. World title, shit on you. All the times you were the number one guy in the company, shit on you. But as soon as you leave, you shit on them. You see how this works? It doesn't work at all. Just because you're on a JR doesn't do this. JR doesn't shit on people when he leaves WWE. So why do you find the need to? JR has took more fucking bullshit than you have, and he doesn't shit on WWE as much as you do. And he has a podcast, a Twitter, and probably everything you got. Instagram, everything you got, and still doesn't shit on. And probably just as big his name as you, if not bigger. And he doesn't shit on WWE at all. So I'm just going to end this saying, Chris Jericho, you're a hypocrite, you're ungrateful, and you're a piece of shit. If you disappear off the face of the earth, I probably would never watch I probably would never give a shit about you anymore, man. You're a piece of shit. You're trying to fit in with the fucking young kids in a company that you don't know is going to be around next year, but you just gotta fit around. But because I gotta shit on Vince, I gotta shit on everybody else because it's cool. Not because everything they did for me, but because it's cool. And it's gonna fit in, and it's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be it's gonna be edgy. You're not edgy, bitch. You're 50 years old. You're losing your hair. You're out of shape. Your best years are clearly behind you, but you still wrestle. Who the fuck do you think you are? You never been in any movies. You never made a fucking popular song that people can go back to each time. A top 10 hit. So who the fuck do you think you are, bro? Your life is wrestling. And the fact that you can't leave wrestling shows how much it's your life. Chris Jericho, eat shit and die.